Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the world famous podcast, Beating the Press, with myself, Ty, and my wonderful co-host, Christian, as well. As always, if football's your kind of thing, click that subscribe button at the bottom, because that's all we really talk about, football. Today, it is slightly different in that it's our first ever giveaway. So we have set up our own Fantasy Premier League league. It's free to enter. Chris is going to give you a bit more information about it. So with that being said, over to Christian.
That's right, guys. So as Ty says, this year we're doing our own fantasy league. So basically it's a can you beating the press league, some kind of corny setup line that we decided to put together, but can you beat us? We decided to put this together. Well, I decided to put this together this year because I actually won our fantasy league amongst our friends. So I thought, you know what, why don't we just challenge ourselves against all the wider community of YouTube, our subscribers, viewers, and all that. So we want you to join. Anyone can join. You don't have to have any specific requirements other than the fact that you need an FPL account. There are a couple of other things that we'd like you to do, but we'll mention that afterwards. Ty will go into that. So the prizes, so the giveaway prizes, you're probably interested in September. So at the end of September, if you are at the top of our table on the last day of September, you will receive a cash prize of £20. So that'll be paid direct into your PayPal account. The next prize, we move on to Christmas Day. So if you're top of the league at Christmas, you will get a prize of £20. And then we move on to the final day. So on the final day, if you are runner-up, you'll receive a cash prize of also £20. And then if you are the winner, you could win £50, which will hopefully be us. It'll go back to us, the only way we can win. And the wooden spoon, that goes to the final position. So again, if you find yourself falling at the early hurdles, it's going to keep you interested. You can then aim for the bottom of the league. So it's worth staying in it. So over to Ty, just so he can share with you guys what you need to do in order to join our league.
Thanks, Chris. So I don't know if you mentioned it. If you finish bottom, you get a tenner. So we're not, we are giving you something. So to enter the Can You Beating the Press giveaway, all you need to do is, it took us a while to come up with that, by the way. Can you beating the press? Well, I'll tell you what, and look at this, magical things happen. First giveaway ever, we've got the same tops. For regular viewers, you'll be thinking it's a fucking miracle, and yes, it is. So coming back to what we're here for, how do you enter? So to enter the competition, really simple. Just share, like, subscribe, and comment on this video. So you must subscribe, must do all of that, because we will be checking. We're not giving money. We are not getting sponsored for this, so this is coming out of our own hard-earned cash. My kids might not be able to get their favourite chocolate bar tomorrow because I'm putting this money to Chris. Wife don't even know about this. I hope she doesn't subscribe, because she finds out my ass is on. So share, like, subscribe, comment. We're opening it up as of now. As Chris said, the password to enter the league will be there, the code. We'll also put it on the actual video here. So the last chance to enter will be next Friday, the 20th of August at midnight. So if it goes at 21st, you're not in, okay? So it's really important you're in. So you've got a chance to win that first September one. And then obviously it goes to December and the end of the season. The reason why we've spread it out across the season is because we've been in leagues before where people lose interest and they can't be asked, and it just dies a death. So with this way, obviously you don't have to put anything in. We're putting everything up. The giveaway, to win the giveaway, is really simple. Like I said, you've got a chance to win in September, you've got a chance to win December, and then obviously at the end of the season. So the only caveat is, if we finish top, you guys win fuck all. So
no, the wooden spoon,
unless the wooden spoon or second. So it's all about, can you beating the press? So we've gone through that. We've put our team together before we started this podcast, and just to let you know, it took a long time, and we were swearing and shouting at each other. There was a lot of disagreement. So, guys, just to show you our team, just to give you a chance to have a look at it and see what we're all about and how our thought process came to picking these particular players and the arguments that we had. So I'll go through the goalkeepers and defenders, and Chris will go through the forwards and attackers. So goalkeepers, we've got Ben Foster and we've got Sanchez as well. To be fair, we had a slight disagreement in that I went Allison and then a really shit keeper, a 4 million one, but we sort of went with both of those. Gives us an opportunity to pick a keeper who we feel's got a better chance of a clean sheet in that particular game day. Defenders, we've got Luke Ayling from Leeds, who was brilliant last season. The other one we looked at was Junior Firpo, who's just signed for Leeds, but he was we don't know how he'll settle in. So we went with Luke Ayling. We've got Luke Shaw, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's the top point scorer, and he's phenomenal. You just can't keep him out. And we've gone with Simicast just simply because Andy Robertson's out injured at the moment, so probably missed the first couple of weeks. This could massively backfire if Jurgen Klopp decides to play Milner at left back, but it's a risk we're willing to take. And our final defender is Amati from Leicester. Obviously, with Fofana out injured, there's a chance he's going to play, and he could potentially play in midfield as well, which gives us that chance of an assist, even though he doesn't really play in an assist-making position. Okay, so midfielders and forward. Look at that, Chris. There you go.
Beautiful. Yeah, so obviously we went with Mo Salah. I think 99% of the participants will probably choose Mo Salah. He's likely going to be our captain for the majority of the game weeks. And then we have a reliable backup with Bruno Fernandes. Ideally, I didn't want to choose Bruno Fernandes just because he's a Man United player. I don't think Ty wanted to choose him at all. But the fact is that a lot of people are picking him, so we just got to kind of cover that off. He does get a lot of penalties, and he's also a quality player. You know, he does get quite a few assists. I imagine Man United will go quite well this season. Rafinha, again, a popular pick. Rafinha done really well last season. Few goals, few assists. I think he's going to feature quite heavily this year. He was linked with Liverpool, I think Man United at one point as well. So had a good season last year. So hopefully he'll kick on this year for us. Buendia, this was Ty's pick, which I don't disagree with. Up and coming player. I think he's going to be fantastic. Moving on to we still got, I think Saka's considered a midfielder. It's really weird the way that FPL do this. God knows how Mohamed Salah is considered some form of a midfielder. But yeah, Saka is another one of our midfielders. Done really well, obviously, in the Euros. Hopefully he can take that form going into the coming year. Again, Ty picked this one. I think it's a very good pick. I do think he's going to be a standout player for Arsenal this year. Big year ahead of him. The forwards, we've got Ivan Toney. I was really impressed with him. I didn't see much of him last season, but I did see him towards the end of the season, and he just seems to step up when they need it the most. Obviously a penalty taker, so I think he'll get a good few points. Not too bad fixtures towards the beginning of the season. Patrick Bamford, he is a favourite of mine. I just think he's a quality player. Very unlucky to miss out in the England team for the Euros. Always pops up with the goals. He can always be relied upon for his manager. So I think he'll play week in, week out. Again, he's just a favourite. I think he had to be in. And lastly, Raul Jimenez. This one, I've got mixed thoughts on this one. Obviously a quality player. But with a horrific injury that he had, it's going to be difficult to foresee how he's going to go into this season. Will he be the same player? We don't know, but we're going to gamble on the fact that he's going to have a cracking season. So with that being said, Ty, who stands out in this team for you, other than the obvious?
Yeah, I mean, let's not beat about the bush. I mean, we're all nice now, but fuck me, an hour ago we were losing our shit amongst each other. So this team was just not what it was there. We finally come to some sort of middle ground. I mean, there's players there. I mean, it's like Luke Shaw and Fernandes. I just refuse to put my new players in because I think it's a bit of a bandwagon jump in there. Salah, I didn't have initially as well. But Chris sort of, said, I'm putting up my own money, so I want to cover off all those angles. I was like, all right, fair enough. I was like, fair enough. Yeah, I was like, kids at least are going to get fed as long as we don't get beat. So, yeah, so, as many as you want, join, you know how to join, like, share, comment, subscribe, must, comment on this video as well. The code will be on there. Obviously, just find what it is. Next Friday, the league, everything will be closed off. So if any entrants do enter, they will be removed from the league. And yeah, I mean, it'll just be great for us to have Same community, just getting involved and having that bit of that competitive edge. What we will do as well is every month. I mean, I don't know if it'll be every month. We'll have a little recap of where we are in the league, who the big challengers are in the league as well, and just sort of continue that throughout the season. Obviously, we'll have the big ones on September, December, and the end of the season. So I'll pass that back over to Chris.
Yeah, so what we're planning on doing over the coming weeks is we're going to be setting up a Discord for Beating the Press podcast. Basically, it's going to be a place where you guys can interact with each other, with us, and basically just give each other little bits of shit about our fantasy football league. We can discuss football. We can discuss anything that you like, anything that you're interested in. There'll be various different channels where you can be just discussing any number of things, whether it be real life, whether football or anything like that, just to keep our community engaged and help grow our community. So that's the bottom line of it. So it's our first giveaway. Very excited for it, and hopefully we manage to come out on top. I have a feeling we might. So the question is, can you beating the press?
Well, I hope so. I hope it just ain't going to be us two. We'll have no one to play against. Like no one likes free money. So you know the gig. It'll just be great. I mean, we're trying it, so hopefully you guys get a chance to win one of the giveaways, and the community and help the channel grow as well. And if it means that me and him actually wear the same top together on a podcast, brilliant. I'm all for it. But yeah, that was a really quick, sharp podcast. Obviously, certainly a unique one from our perspective. Anyway, anything from you, Chris, before we wrap it up?
No. Just again, guys, just look in the description. All the instructions will be in there. Again, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and hopefully we'll see you in the league.
Yeah. See you guys.
See you later, guys.